Hi, I'm Colonel Art Kandarian, Strike 6. Welcome to Strike Zone Afghanistan. Strike.
Hey, Strike Brigade, how you doing? I'm Sergeant Joe Padula with the 2nd Brigade Public Affairs Office, and this is Strike Zone Afghanistan. Strike Zone Afghanistan is the Brigade's TV show dedicated to keeping you, the viewer, up to date with all the great things the Strike Brigade is doing right here in Kandahar, Afghanistan. And on this episode, I'm going to introduce you to some pretty awesome things. Like stories about joint operations and missions, segments like Hero of the Day, Words of Wisdom, and Safety Sessions. We're also going to take a look back at the regiment's history, and of course, everyone's favorite part of the show, the Strike Soldier Hometown Shoutout. Yeah. So stick around and enjoy a show about the 101st, one and only Strike Brigade. Absolutely.
I'm Staff Sergeant Eric Ammerman from State College, Pennsylvania. I want to say hello to my wife Capria, my daughter Riley in Clarksville, and hello to my parents at State College and my sister up in Boston. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, and take care.
First Lieutenant Doug Patterson from Falmouth, Massachusetts. Right now I'm in Nauruzi, Afghanistan. Just outside of Kandahar, the 101st Airborne Division, 1st and the 502nd Charlie Company. I just want to say hi to my mom, dad, Falmouth, and Debbie and Maynard. Miss you, babe. Can't wait to see you.
Recently, the Brigade held a raffle to purchase the Fallen Soldier Memorial. Today's event had so much going on. Sergeant Mike Monroe has more.
Honoring our fallen comrades is important. A raffle was held to raise money for a permanent monument at Fort Campbell. Prizes varied from gaming systems and phone cards to flashlights and iPods. The Strike Brigade was able to raise over $20,000 for the monument.
We've been selling tickets for about a month or so to help raise money for the Brigade Memorial for the fallen soldiers that have given the ultimate sacrifice in this country for a greater cause.
The 10th Mountain Division rock band, Avalanche, participated in the event to help the soldiers celebrate and relax.
We got the 10 Mountain Band. They came down here to support the brigade during the raffle. We got First Sergeant Carter and his company that gave us the place. As you hear the band in the background, they gave us the tent and are cooking out for the soldiers.
For 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Public Affairs, I'm Sergeant Mike Monroe.
Great job, Strike Brigade. Way to step up and support a great cause. The Strike Brigade will never forget its fallen soldiers. All right, Strike. It's almost time to go back to the States, and we're going to be exposed to a diet we're not really too used to. Here to advise us with this episode's Safety Sessions is Major Patricia Papadopoulos. Hey, ma'am, how you doing?
Hey, Sergeant.
Another beautiful day, huh?
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely.
Hi, 2nd Strike. I'm Major Patricia Papadopoulos, and I'm here to talk to you about healthy living. As we move into our redeployment, it is easy to pack on the pounds when you get back. And the reason for that is energy in. If it's not energy out, you just put on those pounds. And so I want to remind you that when you get back home, you're not going to be going on mission. You're not going to be going to the gym probably as frequently. And so, watch those calories. It takes 3,500 calories to gain 1 pound of fat, and so that is about 6 to 7 servings of ice cream. And so pay attention to what you're eating. For healthy meals, I recommend that when you put your food on your plate, half of it should be vegetables, salad, greens, and fist-sized portion of protein, which is your lean meats, your chicken or fish. Occasionally, 1-2 times a week, you could do the beef. And then fist-sized portion of carbohydrates, which is potato or rice. And just be careful with adding a lot of cheese or dressings, because that's where additional calories can come into. Another thing is make sure you're still going to the gym when you get back. You know, it's easy to get back to normal life, but I want you to stay active and healthy and try to do 30 minutes 5 days a week. Cardio is best. That's walking, elliptical, running, jogging. And for those of you that have been through many deployments and have had a lot of wear and tear, swimming may be the best thing for you because it's less strain on the joints. I am Major Patricia Papadopoulos, one of your battalion surgeons, and this was your safety sessions.
You ain't kidding, ma'am. You gotta eat right if you want to stay battle ready. Now, we're out here at Cop Durkin, where there is an outstanding soldier who is going way beyond his normal duties. Check this out. On a cold February Afghan morning, on the shaded side of Kandahar's Nauruzi Mountain, Combined Task Force strike soldiers from Company C, 1st Battalion, 502nd Infantry Regiment, along with the Afghan National Police, and soldiers with the Afghan National Army, put on their body armor, held a mission brief, and loaded the back of an A&P Ford Ranger with large boxes filled with footwear and new socks. Operation Shoe Drop had begun. The day's mission was to take a dismounted Afghan and U.S. patrol from Combat Outpost Durkin down the mountain into a populated village called Nauruzi. Together, the soldiers would hand out shoes, boots, sneakers, and socks to the barefooted Afghans. The architect of the operation was not a commander or a senior enlisted, but a young soldier with a good heart named PFC Eric Ortiz. Back in October, Ortiz, a 23-year-old from Green Valley, California, and a gunner with 1st Strike's Cobra Company, was on a patrol in Nauruzi and noticed there were a lot of kids running around with worn-out sandals or no shoes on at all. Realizing winter was right around the corner and knowing how miserable it was going to get, Ortiz took action. During his mid-tour leave in Cali, Ortiz spent a part of his time coordinating with his family and local church and helping out with Operation Shoe Drop. He told them of Nauruzi and the people's condition there and how they could help. The response was intense, like 200 pairs of shoes were donated. Oofa! On the day of the patrol, the combined forces reached the outskirts of the village and told the elders what they wanted to do. The word spread. Ortiz, the A&A commander, and the A&P commander began distributing the donated shoes, and the kids went crazy. Smiles were seen, laughs were heard, and the kids were loving it. Tennis shoes, sandals, boots, sneakers, athletic and wool socks. It was like Foot Locker came to Kandahar. About the Afghans' reaction, Ortiz said, "The kids were ecstatic to see nice, quality American shoes that will fit them, last for a while, and keep the cold out of their feet. The people here are our #1 concern, and that's why we're here." Well said, Ortiz. The patrol continued along Route Rendezvous to more villagers and more children. Their reactions were the same. Hours later, all the items were given out, and Operation Shoe Drop was complete. The Afghan forces and the 1st Strike soldiers returned back to Cop Durkin and had given a less fortunate village a better day and something to smile about. Strike.
Just like to say to all my friends and family and supporters back home, Grass Valley, California, that your efforts and donations were very generous and they helped us out. People of Afghanistan and Nauruzi, the Zari district, are very grateful for your support. It's changed the lives of some of the kids here, and I just like to give my heartfelt thanks.
Hey guys, I'm Specialist Gregory out of Kandahar. I'm part of 1st 502nd, 101st. Down here in little Cop Candalay, enjoying the nice beautiful weather we got today. Everything's great. Just miss my wife and kids. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope you get to see this. And just love you guys. Mom and Dad back in North Carolina. Hope you get to see this also. Love you guys and hope to be home soon.
The daily stresses of war can really eat away at a soldier's well-being. One Combined Task Force strike soldier uses his artistic abilities to keep his and his battle buddies' minds straight. Sergeant Mike Monroe has more.
On my downtime, I generally have a little sit down and I draw. I find things that interest me, spark an interest, and I draw it.
That's how one NCO in the Strike Brigade relaxes. Drawing has been an interest of Sergeant Sabo's for years.
I would say the first time I actually drew something that was actually worth anything was probably when I was about 10, 11 years old.
Drawing everything from cartoons to military vehicles takes a lot of practice.
That stuff takes me anywhere from 2 hours to, I've taken as long as about 2 days to actually get one drawn and colored. So a lot of detail goes into those drawings.
Sergeant Sabo has even drawn pictures of some of his co-workers.
When I saw this picture the first time, I saw like the beginning part, the rough draft. And when I finally saw the final product, when you guys showed me, I was blown away. I totally just, it was awesome. It was great. I think it's truly a gift.
With all his talents, Sergeant Sabo accepts no money for his work.
Doing it for money would just completely take all the fun away from it, and then it turns it into a job. And when it turns into a job, then it's no longer fun. So I keep it fun. If somebody has a request, they ask for something, I do the best that I can do to help them out, but I don't accept any money for it.
For 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Public Affairs, I'm Sergeant Mike Monroe.
Great story, Monroe. And Sergeant Sabo, you're awesome. Keep those sketches coming, and thanks for making Strike illustrated. Now, recently we had a guest come by to see how the Strike soldiers are doing things down here in Kandahar. Specialist Sean Denham explains.
Modern technology contributes to success on the battlefield. Every piece of equipment is designed to work together as an integrated system. Command Sergeant Major Bernard McPherson, the Sergeant Major of the Program Executive Office soldier at Fort Belvoir, Virginia, visited Combined Task Force Strike at Forward Operating Base Wilson, February 17th. McPherson was briefed on Strike's area of operation and the use of technology on the battlefield. The PEO soldier is a unit that works to ensure the Army's equipment works as an integrated system, benefiting soldiers in combat zones. This concept includes every piece of gear a soldier is issued, and as the Army's requirements change, the PEO soldier works to meet those needs. While visiting FOB Wilson, McPherson asked soldiers about their experiences with their equipment to get feedback on its effectiveness in combat. Combat engineers with 595th Engineer Company demonstrated metal detectors used to find hidden explosives. Staff Sergeant Patrick Smith, an engineer with the company, said, "These mine detectors are very sensitive. We can sweep an area on patrol and find pressure plates hidden as we move." The engineers also presented McPherson with a display of the anti-personnel obstacle breaching system, used to clear areas of hidden explosives. The APOBS launches a rocket carrying a series of small explosives behind it. When the explosives detonate, they trigger nearby hidden bombs to explode as well, giving soldiers freedom of movement through the area. McPherson also attended an exhibition of military working dogs, trained to locate bombs using their sense of smell. Staff Sergeant Hardinio Abdon, a kennel master with the 92nd Military Police Company, said, "These dogs are a great asset. They help save lives on the battlefield." McPherson saw the techniques, equipment, and tactics CTF Strike uses during its deployment to Afghanistan and where advances in technology may lead. Strike.
Nice montage, Denham. And of course, Command Sergeant Major McPherson left the Strike AO impressed. Forget about it. Now, the stories coming from the Strike Brigade are pretty remarkable. They're filled with integrity and a sense of duty, and they must be heard. Here's the way you, the viewer, could see them all. Check this out. The Strike Brigade is made up of high-speed soldiers with high-speed stories, and you gotta check them all out. For starters, if you're not a part of the Brigade's Facebook page yet, you gotta get on board. Here you'll find tons of Strike pictures, Strike video, Strike comments, Strike conversations, and look at that. You can even watch the latest Strike Zone Afghanistan. Forget about it. And for you family members and loved ones back home, it's a great way to stay up to date with the unit's events. To become a part of it, log into your Facebook and in the search box type in 2nd Brigade Strike. That's 2ND Brigade Strike. And then when you see the unit's crest, click on it and then click like. Easier than pie, whatever that friggin' means. Also, read up on the weekly history of the Strike Brigade with Strike Honors. Here you'll read about the ones who paved the way for today's strike soldiers, from the Second World War to Vietnam, the Middle East, and everything in between. Make sure you read up on your strike history. Look for it at your base, on the strike portal, and on the Brigade Facebook page. And you gotta look for your copy of the Brigade's magazine, The Heartbeat, which is a monthly publication that is cover-to-cover strike. You're gonna love this thing. In it, you'll find the strike pictures and strike stories of your strike soldiers, useful information, and even words from Strike 6 himself. Absolutely, sir. You can soon find it at your base, on the strike portal, and on the Brigade's Facebook page. Get your copy today. Affairs Office, and this is Strike Zone Afghanistan. Strike Zone Afghanistan is the Brigade's TV show dedicated to keeping you, the viewer, up to date with all the great things the Strike Brigade is doing right here in Kandahar, Afghanistan. And on this episode, I'm going to introduce you to some pretty awesome things, like stories about joint operations and missions, segments like Hero of the Day, Words of Wisdom, and Safety Sessions. We're also going to take a look back at the regiment's history, and of course, everyone's favorite part of the show, the Strike Soldier Hometown Shoutout. Yeah. So stick around and enjoy a show about the 101st, one and only, Strike Brigade. Absolutely.
I'm Staff Sergeant Eric Ammerman from State College, Pennsylvania. I want to say hello to my wife Capria, my daughter Riley in Clarksville, and hello to my parents at State College and my sister up in Boston. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Take care.
First Lieutenant Doug Patterson from Falmouth, Massachusetts. Right now I'm in Nauruzi, Afghanistan. Just outside of Kandahar, the 101st Airborne Division.
Hi, I'm Colonel Art Kandarian, Strike 6. Welcome to Strike Zone Afghanistan. Strike.
Hey, Strike Brigade, how you doing? I'm Sergeant Joe Padula with the 2nd Brigade Public Affairs.
We've been selling tickets for about a month or so to help raise money for the Brigade Memorial for the fallen soldiers that have given the ultimate sacrifice in this country for a greater cause.
The 10th Mountain Division rock band, Avalanche, participated in the event to help the soldiers celebrate and relax.
We got the 10 Mountain Band. They came down here to support the brigade during the raffle. We got First Sergeant Carter and his company that gave us the place. As you hear the band in the background, they gave us the tent and are cooking out for the soldiers.
For 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Public Affairs, I'm Sergeant Mike Monroe.
First in the 502nd, Charlie Company. I just want to say hi to my mom, dad, Falmouth, and Debbie and Maynard. Miss you, babe. Can't wait to see you.
Recently, the Brigade held a raffle to purchase the Fallen Soldier Memorial. The day's event had so much going on. Sergeant Mike Monroe has more.
Honoring our fallen comrades is important. A raffle was held to raise money for a permanent monument at Fort Campbell. Prizes varied from gaming systems and phone cards to flashlights and iPods. The Strike Brigade was able to raise over $20,000 for the monument.